Hello everybody and welcome back to our post exploitation. And right now what we did in the previous video is we check out two different post exploitation modules which allow us to discover more about the target as well as its network. But right now we want to discover more things that are saved on the target's machine. So for example, we want to gather some valuable information such as, for example, passwords. So there are two types of passwords that we are going to take a look at right now. The first one is going to be the passwords from the wireless networks that the target has saved. And the second one is going to be the passwords saved on the Google Chrome, Firefox and Internet Explorer. So once again, in order to search for the Windows post modules, you can simply just type search post/Windows and we are going to get the output of all of these actual modules. And we can see down here that at the end we have some of the WLAN post modules, and we are interested in the WLAN profile, as we can see right here. Now, in order to actually gather the WLAN profile, it is the same as running a simple command in the command prompt, and that is what this actual module does. It runs a command in command prompt that actually discovers all the available or all the previous wireless networks that the target has connected to. So for example, this module extracts saved wireless LAN profiles. It will also try to decrypt the network key material. Behavior is slightly different between OS versions when it comes to VPA. In Windows Vista 7 we will get the passphrase. In Windows XP we will get the PBKDF2 derived key. Okay, so right here what this will do is it will give us the actual key to the wireless networks as well as other information about that specific network. But keep in mind that I'm running this on a desktop machine which has cable connected internet, and the only actual wireless network that it should manage to actually find will be the wireless network or my home wireless network. So let me just go right here, show options, and let's see what there is to set. So set session to be equal to 5 if I remember correctly. So let me just type here sessions. Yeah, it is 5, and then we can simply just run this and see what it manages to discover. Now it will give you all of this actual output in an HTML data, as we can see right here. You can go and scroll all the way up. Right here we have profile name and then the name of my actual profile, the name right here. Now what we're looking for is something similar to a password. Connection mode, not really interesting to us. So the authentication encryption, now this is an open, so this one we can discover to be the actual evil twin attack that we ran before. As we can see, the name has number 2, indicating that this is an actual wireless access point number 2, so it is not the first one. We can see that the encryption is open, therefore there is not any password, therefore this is an actual evil twin attack that we performed earlier, so we are not interested in this one. Let us scroll to the next one. The next one will be the profile name, and we can see the correct profile name of my wireless access point. You can see the SSID, so the SSID is the actual name of the wireless access point. We are interested in the security part, authentication encryption, and now we can see that we actually gathered a wireless access point that actually has an encryption. So all we need to do right now is find the actual passwords or shared key. We can see key type is passphrase, protected false, and key material, and in between the key material tags should be the actual password that you want to actually extract from all of this data. So this is the actual password of this wireless network right here. And that would be basically about it for this actual post module, because I don't really have any other wireless networks that I have connected to, therefore it only manages to discover this one, which is my home network. Let's take a look at the another post module, which is simply just going to be the enumeration of the different search engines. So if we, for example, type use post/Windows/gather and then enum Chrome, you will see if we just type here show info, this module will collect user data from Google Chrome and attempt to decrypt sensitive information. All we need to specify for this is the session to run this module on. It will download a bunch of these data to this specific path right here, as we can see, impersonating token, running as user, which is this target machine, extracting data for this user, and here is all of the extracted data that it managed to discover for that specific target machine. It will be stored in this location right here, and don't try to find this actual path using, for example, folders like this, because you will not be able to find the .msf4 path, for example, and then we go to the root. So we follow the path that we have right here, and right here you will see that there really isn't any .msf4 data or MSF4 directory. That is because this is a hidden directory, therefore you should only be able to actually access it if you show hidden folders, or if you simply just go to your root terminal and type cd root and that .msf4 and that loot, and right here you should have all of the data saved for that specific target. As we can see, we have different things such as web data, cookies, history, login data, preferences, and decrypted data is saved into 6 different files. Now bookmarks is something that you didn't find on this target machine. On yours it might actually find it, but right here we only got these 6 things. Basically that would be about it for this tutorial. We saw how we can actually discover all of the saved data on the target's Google Chrome, also on the target's machine, gathering the actual wireless passwords. Now if you want to, for example, also exploit Firefox and Internet Explorer, you can simply just do that by typing use post Windows gather enum IE, I believe, is for the Internet Explorer, and you simply just set a session. So let's do that real quick. I showed you how you can actually use these modules. They're really easy to use. Basically, in most of them, only thing you need to specify is the actual session ID, and everything else will be completed automatically. Basically, that would be about it for these post exploitation modules. The last thing that we're going to do is, in the next video, we're going to see how we can actually bypass the user account control and gather system privileges on a target machine. And then we will be able to execute anything we want, because we are going to be the highest privilege account on that target. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!